All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Pink versus Moon. This game taking place here on Amazonia. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have, well, Pink spawning as the blue undead player on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Moon has spawned as the red night elf over here on the top right. Fifth race Moon going up against Pink here on Amazonia. What am I expecting to see here in the TED Cup number 4? I really have no idea. Really looking forward to a lot of these games that I'm casting. One of the reasons why, oh, what is this? A ghoul has already made its way out across the map from Pink and has purposely delayed the Ancient of War by aggroing those creeps. So early on action, even before the 1 minute mark, and this is going to set Pink back quite a bit. His lumber is going to be hurting for a very long time as he's not harvesting with this additional 2 supply. Instead, he is harassing. All right, how is Moon going to come and, well, respond to this particular bout of harassment as the ghoul now just simply wandering around here once more? Death Knight being trained up, more ghouls will get added in, and a second necropolis being added. This strategy is because it takes less lumber to get that necropolis than it does a ziggurat. It also allows you to train up more ghouls while you're checking the tier 2 as well, if you are expecting a bit of harassment. All right, are we going to see a little bit of engagement here? Going to go ahead and attack the Ancient of War. There it goes, and the Ancient of War once again under a bit of pressure and duress as well. All right, there's the engagement again, and now continuing to attack. The ghoul has to be very careful. Is he going to try and aggro the Ancient of War? Yes, it is, but it doesn't really matter very much. As you can see, the rogues are now back here as well, getting in a little bit more damage. Units are now trying to pull away, pulling the aggro again. I don't know if the Keeper of the Grove actually wanted to do that, as that Ancient of War now down to 500 hit points, but is going to start being operational. 2 ghouls already out in play. That was pretty much a straight up sacrifice right there. Ghouls sacrifice early on to get that little bit of extra damage. There's that detonation removing the lightning shield, as the ghouls are now going to be retreating back. Keeper of the Grove going to come around, get in the harassment, and said, I too can play that harassment game. Death Knight did not have enough mana for that death coil. Death Knight continuing to engage here. Keeper of the Grove looking to retreat back. Ghoul going to be coming back across. There's a death coil for the save, as that ghoul will stay alive a little while longer. Death Knight does have some experience. Keeper of the Grove also with some experience taking down 1 ghoul. Meanwhile, the Death Knight looking to, well, try and do a bit of creeping, and Moon said, you brought this upon yourself. You removed all of my archers from play, and by shutting down my archer production, well, all I can really do now is run over with a single Keeper of the Grove. I can't really creep effectively. My Ancient of War is getting in a bit of damage. Who's going to get that last hit? Oh, Keeper of the Grove does not get the last hit. Death Knight gets the final shot off there as well. Rod of Necromancy getting trained, or getting picked up again. Circlet of Nobility as well. Units are just still trying to retreat back once more. There is Dust of Appearance on the Death Knight, as the Death Knight is now going after that Archer. Archer, however, easily regenerating some hit points, and the units are now retreating back. Pink is 18-year-old. By the way, Battle of the Generations. Right, so new blood versus old blood in this battle here, as the new blood trying to go after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, however, able to prance his way through there. Is there an issue with notifications? I just received it, but the game started quite a while already. If there is an issue with notifications, I have no idea. I mean, the game's been, what, up for 4 minutes, so that's actually a question more for Twitch than it is for me, right? I don't know. I don't know. Death Knight with double Mantles of Intelligence and a Circlet of Nobility. You can bet that the Mantles of Intelligence will be going to that Lich when it does pop on out. Meanwhile, this build order by Pink, just really, really curious, as we're looking at what still being lumber strapped. Pink sitting on 62 lumber at this stage, does have his graveyard, but will need a good amount of lumber when the time comes, finishing that tech to tier 2. He'll want to be able to get to tier 3. He'll also want to be able to get a slaughterhouse. He'll also want to be able to get a lich. Archer taking quite a bit of damage, but able to get to the Moonwells in time. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove with the entangles, getting in the necessary damage to finish things off. Young Blood versus Moon. Yep, interesting there. As we see another Death Coil come across here. Some of those Treants are going to get taken down. One Ghoul down to 44 hit points, down to 14 as he runs all the way home. All right, more damage coming back across. Death Knight may be forced to try and get another Death Coil off onto that Ghoul. Ghoul does get saved, but for what real purpose, as the archers are going to go ahead and lob some additional arrows, and Ghoul escapes once more with 14 hit points. All right, there's a Treant already right there ready to meet and greet as well, as the Death Knight, with not bringing unholy aura for that Ghoul. And now, well, the Keeper of the Grove with those Claws of Attack +5, able to get in more kills again, very close now to level 3. Coming back through, Moon is trying to set up an expansion. Death Knight still prancing its way back down here, trying to put pressure onto this Keeper of the Grove, as the Keeper of the Grove retreating back. 26 over 40 supply. There's that tech to tier 3. Lich needs to be trained up. No slaughterhouse as of yet. Just simply waiting for it. As well, yeah, this is extremely aggressive. Pink must have practiced this strategy and this particular build order a lot of times to be able to get everything into where he needed to be. Keeper of the Grove able to slip and prance through once more, and then gets an entangle off on another unsuspecting Ghoul. Ghoul gonna get saved. Beautiful, beautiful clutch Death Coils as that Keeper of the Grove now going back onto, well, back onto Blight. Hail Omni... I am not an omnipotent caster. That's blasphemy. I'm definitely not all-knowing either. Oftentimes I miss stuff in cast, miss stuff on the mini-map, say stuff. So if omnipotent... omnipotent don't misspeak. Anyways, coming back through, Murloc Nightcrawler gonna get finished off here. Death Knight getting up closer to level 3, but really not gonna make it there. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter of Moon already out and about. Keeper of the Grove will get to level 3, should end up backing off right here, and right as it backs off, Keeper of the Grove now at level 3. Demon Hunter now wants to get to level 3 as the Death Knight stays at level 2. Lich is now out here onto the battlefield as well. Ghoul is now purposely aggroing over these kobolds, as the Lich should be joining them in on that fight here in just a moment. Crypt Fiend are now out and about as well, as the Lich comes over to get a little bit of additional experience. All right, what's going to happen? Oh, who got that kill? I believe Frost Nova onto the Keeper of the Grove. I believe Keeper of the Grove... Well, nope, yeah, Keeper of the Grove did get that little bit of extra experience once more, denying Pink some critical experience, as the Demon Hunter now gets up to level 2. All right, Demon Hunter picks up a Mantle of Intelligence, has a Potion of Greater Invulnerability. Death Knight getting bashed and now getting tangled up for good measure. Keeper of the Grove tells Pink, does it ever feel like the computers are even against you? This is what it feels like. Death Knight looking to finish off the rest of the kobolds here. Kobold will get taken down, as this kobold Taskmaster will, well, simply fall over. Level 2, almost level 3 for that Death Knight. Demon Hunter, level 2, close to level 3 as well, and this may be the problem. Are we going to see that Demon Hunter sitting at level 3 and then just mana burning all over the Death Knight and that Lich? Coming back through, Demon Hunter going to engage here, easily going to get up to level 3 here in just a moment, even with the Keeper of the Grove stealing some of that experience. Family-friendly cast, as the Demon Hunter... as the Demon Hunter finishes off the Forest Troll and the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Yeah, you heard it. I didn't mean to say it. And that's the end of that. Lich now sitting at level 3. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Lich does have the double Mantles of Intelligence, Circlet of Nobility, and Orb of Corruption. So plus 13 damage already. And now picking up a Naga Sea Witch as the final third hero. Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, regenerating hit points back at home. Now looking to, well, engage and perhaps defend this expansion. We're looking at one base undead play coming across here. There are some cold arrows trying to finish things off. That Force of Nature could easily get taken down. Is it going to get denied? No, it's not. as we're looking at, well, the Naga Sea Witch perhaps going to go after this Ancient Protector here. Going to get engaged. There's a Mana Burn onto the Death Knight. Frost Nova straight up. Demon Hunter, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Obsidian Statues were hiding in the back, and that's not where they need to be. They need to be up in that front portion of the army, battling it up, healing up units, and giving mana. Demon Hunter's Potion of Lesser or Potion of Invulnerability now coming to an end as the Naga Sea Witch, well, is he going to try and focus things on that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter seems to have mana burn for days as there's a Death Coil, Frost Nova, death of the Demon Hunter. All right, follow up 1, 2, 3. Nasty kills as the Demon Hunter falls at level 3. Dryads are just hiding in the back now. Destroyer thinks, hey, I can finish them off. Wait a second, I can't. As the Destroyer, well, may end up getting taken down. Little bit of miscontrol by Pink here as the Scroll of Town Portal takes everyone back home. If that last Destroyer was not lost, I would say that was a pretty even trade. But Pink losing that gung-ho Destroyer who dived in a bit far, well, really sets back Pink. Pink currently sitting at 49 supply compared to 59. Demon Hunter should be resurrected the old-fashioned way and get back out onto the battlefield here. Lich is still going to be staying at level 2, not yet quite at level 3, and that potentially is the problem. You need that Lich to be level 3 in order to get that additional burst of damage right out of the gate. You cannot allow the Demon Hunter to play his own game freely. Frozen Arrow plus Orb? What?
Player's forces are under
well, Frozen Arrow plus Orb does make it difficult. Units are trying to retreat back and quickly find themselves at the wrong end of a whole bunch of damage being dealt. Crypt Fiend's going to try and engage. Here we are, a couple of illusions right in that front line spot as well. And are the illusions going to actually soak up a large enough amount of damage as a ghoul could end up getting taken down to 24. There it goes. As we're looking at a little bit more, well, pressure back onto the Keeper of the Grove. All right, Keeper of the Grove still alive and well right now. Damage adding in here. Naga Sea Witch, or Lich and Naga Sea Witch taking a little bit of damage. We should be looking at some Devour Magic. Keeper of the Grove illusion quickly coming back across over here as the Ancient Protector is taken down. All right, Tree of Life is still mining pretty easily. Staff of Preservation coming back across. Keeper of the Grove. Staff of Preservation as the Demon Hunter getting ready to engage here. All right, we're looking at more damage coming back through. Demon Hunter coming back in right there. A little bit of damage. Archers getting taken down. Ghouls could get taken down as well. Very low on hit points, but somehow ends up surviving. Demon Hunter back once more. Not that much mana for mana burn as the Lich could turn around and try to do an Icy Blast once again. Treants are getting taken down here. Are we going to see a Frost Nova onto that Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter, yes, Frost Nova, but level 2 versus level 3 being the main difference there as the Lich ends up being still staying at level 2. Are we going to see a deny? No, we're going to see a heal instead as we are still battling it up here, trying to finish off some of these units as the Lich, once it gets to level 3, all bets are off. We're going to see a sudden power spike in the undead army. All right, Frost Nova, Demon Hunter says, you know what, I'm back and ready for action. Drank some moonberry juice, and well, I'm ready to bounce on in. Demon Hunter going to go ahead and continue to engage. Runs past the entire army. Death Knight could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Is it going to be used? Down to 154 hit points. Going after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now down to 33. He gets taken down. Lich gets up to level 3. And Potion of Lesser Invulnerability transferred. Demon Hunter unable to finish off the Lich. Death Knight gets up to level 4. We could see a Death Coil to save the Lich. Lich is up in time. Beautiful, beautiful clutch plays as the Death Knight now going after these Dryads. Abominations does not have Disease Cloud and unable to spread off anything as the Keeper of the Grove runs back in here. Death Knight still running in circles, down to 131 hit points, currently staying alive, but the Demon Hunter has a glaive with its name on it as it tries to run around the corner. Down to 53 hit points, going to try and run back here. Where is it trying to go? And it is just, well, running in circles, literally. Very, very impressive micro play coming in from Pink. Pink staying alive with a level 4 Death Knight who was in sub 50 hit points. One additional attack by the Demon Hunter would have been enough to seal the deal. With that Death Knight staying alive, I give that fight to Pink as Moon now needs to think and regather. However, Pink is not out of the woods yet. If Pink does not have enough time to regather himself, things could go backwards. Thank you for the cheers. Yeah, go Pink, go. A beautiful game so far. 56 supply compared to 58. Pink having the much larger army. But, well, Moon, he needs to come over here and rescue this expansion. Here is the problem, though. That's going to force Pink to fight inside the base or the expansion of Moon. There is no home field advantage. Death Knight could be in a little bit of trouble. There's a quick Death Coil, Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter gets a mana burn off on that Death Knight, though. As the Death Knight could try and engage once more. Are we going to see another Death Coil somewhere? No Disease Cloud from the Destroyer, and that could be a big difference, or from the Demon or the Abomination, and that could be the big difference right there. As without that Disease Cloud, well, that really changes things up. You're not really dealing damage to the Night Elf units as they are trying to retreat back. Demon Hunter, well, even with Rune Bracers taking quite a bit of damage, and not quite sure why the Death Knight just didn't get that last blow down onto that Treant to get that experience. All right. Back off to the North Hero. North Destroyers going after the Tree of Life here. Death Knight going to get engaged. Lich is here. Abominations finally with Disease Cloud. And could you imagine how much weaker this Night Elf army would have been if the Abomination had Disease Cloud already? Crypt Micro coming in and getting in the way of the Demon Hunter Staff of Preservation, forcing that Demon Hunter to be trying retreated back. And, well, that means that this Tree of Life is going to be in a little bit more pressure. However, well, Moon now finding those bears. Bears are going to be a key critical part here. Is this going to be enough? There's another Death Coil Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter. As the engagement going through, there's a mana burn onto the Death Knight. Units are engaging back forth once more, as we're still looking at some interesting propositions. The Bears in the front line. Are we going to see some Staff of Preservations? Of course we are. And Moon may be able to stick around here just because of Staff of Preservation. All right, Destroyers continuing to engage. Burrowed Griffin getting taken down. Abominations trying to spread out that Disease Cloud as the Keeper of the Grove retreating back at level 4. All right, 2 bears being left behind here. Abomination could easily get taken down as well. There's a Death Coil mana burn onto the Death Knight, still trying to stay alive, as the Destroyer should really be devouring magic and then going to town on those bears with really nothing to be concerned about at all. 3 Obsidian statues currently here, so one should be transforming momentarily. One bear is still, well, not realizing he's completely separated from the rest of the line here, as the Abomination down to 55 hit points, going to get taken down here in just a moment. Finally taken down. Dryads are falling as well. Bears coming back around. There's more rejuvenation. 50 compared to 55 supply. Army of Pink still slightly larger. Demon Hunter Staff of Preservation again. And Staff of Preservation boosted up to 45 seconds in terms of cooldown. In a fight like this, well, 2 heroes constantly being able to save. Bear after Demon Hunter after Bear is the difference. But this battle of attrition starting to go to Pink as Moon has run out of Moonberry juice. Coming back off to the north here, repairs getting underway. Demon Hunter, well, very low on life. No, take it back. Rejuvenation does wonders. Oil of Allay Rejuvenation, getting that Demon Hunter back into action momentarily. Tree of Life down to 400 hit points and dropping Mana Burn, Death Coil. A lot of focus damage onto that Demon Hunter. Rune Bracers really saving that Demon Hunter so far, as the Death Knight, wow, Staff of Preservation saves once more. Coming back more engagement, more Devour Magic. Bear number 1 is going to get taken down. Bear number 2 is going to get taken down. Staff of Preservation not going to be coming back in time, as the Knight trying to hide in the back line once more. Bears are just barely surviving as the Demon Hunter comes back again, able to Staff of Preservation once more. Units are retreating back. Pink has a slight supplies advantage. Keeper of the Grove entangles the Naga Sea Witch as they look to, well, engage again. All right, more damage. Demon Hunter diving on in here, finding an Obsidian statue low on hit points, mana burning it to death. As we are looking at the Demon Hunter trying to escape away, down to 129 hit points. There's a Staff of Preservation again. Beautiful micro coming back and forth, and it feels like all it would take is a 3-second slip for anyone to lose this game. Both sides playing on a razor's edge, and well, Moon is really pulling everything out in the tank in order to try and pull ahead here. He is running on fumes, and he may end up the first to break. All right, one bear, not in a bear form. It's going to quickly get Staff of Preservation out as we see more damage coming back on across. Another Staff of Preservation inbound. There it goes. We finally have a cooldown on Staff of Preservation, but a new bear going to come back across as the Death Knight, now down to 281 hit points, still has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, still has Cloak of Shadows, as we're still looking at all of this engagement here. Demon Hunter gets up to level 4, has more evasion if he wasn't difficult enough to kill already. Pink now heading back off to the north here, trying to focus down some of these wisps, remove any sort of advantage that could be had here as the destroyers going down and taking down this Tree of Life. Moonwell. Well, Moonwell is working overtime trying to get the heroes back up and ready for more action, more Devour magic, as we're going to see another Force of Nature get taken down. Nagasi, which now up to level 4, level 2 Cold Arrows, level 2 Fork Lightning, as the destroyers are devouring magic and then turning it back around and sending it back to that Keeper of the Grove, returning that gift after they've used it. All right. Still trying to fight their way through. Death Knight down to 110, 193. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability finally being used there. Staff of Preservation saved again. And we're looking at this crazy matchup still going on. Demon Hunter continuing this fight. This feels like a micro war. And how is Moon still running on anything? Moon's, I believe Moon's younger than me, and he's got to be sweating in this fight here, going up against the 18-year-old. Destroyers going after the Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw down to 277 hit points. There is level 5 on the Death Knight. Level 5 Death Knight could mean a bigger Death Coils. Rune Bracers, reducing the amount of spell damage once again, as the units are still fighting their way through. All right, fighting inside the base of a Night Elf is generally not recommended, but this does remove Staff of Preservation from play. Still, 3 Obsidian statues are here as the bears are getting taken down finally. 59 supply compared against 48. Wisp now coming off of the Lumberline. Staff of Preservation for the save again. Demon Hunter trying to buy some potions of healing perhaps, as they are backing away again. More Devour magic, trying to eat up all of those delicious treants, as well as the Death Knight looking to perhaps get a Death Coil off here in just a moment. One Abomination running on, head on in. He needs the Death Coil, does not get it off in time, as the Demon Hunter falls with the Death Coil instead. Level 5 Lich, and it looks like the tipping point has been reached. 52 supply compared to 40. Staff of Preservation no longer really worth it as the bear gets taken down. Tree of Eternity is uprooted, and this is for everything. You got to remember, Pink is out of gold as well. He does not have any mining bases, but he comes out ahead at the very end. A non-stop battle, beautiful game between Pink and Moon on Amazonia. Pink microing out of his mind. Moon keeping up with the youngster for so very long. Eventually, Pink's transition into the fight, into the main base instead of the expansion, which is generally not recommended, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. By fighting in the main base, Staff of Preservation became neutralized quite a bit. As the undead units were standing right next to the Moonwells. If the bears or the Demon Hunter or the Keeper of the Grove attempted to walk over to try and drink those Moonwells, a Death Coil, Frost Nova, Fork Lightning could have easily finished it off. Pink with that interesting opening, that early ghoul to put pressure, shutting down the Keeper of the Grove's tempo-paced play, trying to get to level 2 first, unable to do that. Amazing game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Try some of these strategies, and let me know if they work out for you.